All right, so here's this video from Fried Plantain. About 10 hours ago, Tony Hinchcliffe speaks out against the Riyadh Comedy Festival.
Red Band and I turned down $1 million each instead of going to Saudi Arabia. So,
and they tripled it.
Yeah, we said no. They tripled the offer. We said no again because what's the point of fucking standing up for America every once in a while if you're gonna sell out at the last second? So,
of course, that's his take. Of course, that's his take. He's saying everything that all these comedians are saying that allegedly didn't get offered or did get offered but then turned it down. Like, none of you guys are showing this. Show us. Prove it that you were even offered.
Kill Tony number 739 unfolded as a classic mix of chaos, wit, and unexpected sincerity. The kind of episode where a bucket pull could shift from awkward silence to genuine conversation. The standout moment came when Delaware State Representative and part-time comedian Medina Wilson Anton was pulled from the bucket.
My name is Medina Wilson Anton, and I'm your state representative.
Look, yeah, she was definitely pulled from the bucket. She was very funny. She was a very interesting person. I liked her a lot. But there was, you can't forget about the guy named Dax or whatever his name was, the crazy homeless-looking fella. That, to me, was the actual standout.
For the 26th district. I was first elected in 2020, and I've been fighting hard and to fight for our communities who are still committed to
more grounded and surprising interviews in recent Kill Tony memory. Wilson Anton's performance itself wasn't particularly polished, but it wasn't meant to be. The real magic happened afterward. During the interview, she revealed her dual life in politics and comedy, speaking openly about the contrast.
Yeah, I mean, that was fine. That was absolutely fine. I mean, she said some great things, too, which I wasn't mad at, and I'm not, again, somebody who leans heavily in any direction politically. I don't vote, nor do I care to, but at the end of the day, it's like, to fight is just crazy. I mean, why is there no middle ground? It's weird that nobody sees. I don't know. I don't want to get too much into that, but yeah, she did come on there and said some interesting stuff, and she seemed to be a great person to be in the position that she's in.
Between governing and performing. Rather than leaning into the usual roast dynamic, Tony Hinchcliffe engaged with curiosity and warmth, surprising longtime fans accustomed to his sharper edges.
Okay, how long have you been a state representative for?
I'm going into my 6th year.
Oh my God. So tell us about that. Tell us what some things that you didn't expect about that job. We've never had a state representative on the show before. This is amazing.
I mean, I will say this for Fried Plantain's sake, is Tony certainly did make a joke about, he tried to squeeze some sort of joke in here, calling or using the word patchy in reference to her vitiligo, I don't know how to say that, but, the skin condition. So yeah, Tony definitely was trying to roast a little bit, as he does. He's a roast god, as they'll tell you.
Oh, amazing. Okay. I would say I wish that we had a light. Like, I wish my colleagues only had so much time because they just go on and on.
Yeah.
What else about it? Democrats and Republicans all suck.
Exactly. I agree with that.
Yeah, Tony agrees with that.
People think I'm a Republican all the time. They just think I'm a staunch Republican.
He added that in the last presidential election, there had been only one realistic choice, the Republican option. The line was provocative but delivered without venom, and it reflected a growing disillusionment in political comedy circles. A frustration with binary partisanship and the sense that artists are...
Let's see, we're going to try and skip ahead here. I mean, I thought he was going to talk more about, what Tony said about this festival. But I guess that is all he said. All he said was, yeah, they offered us a bunch of money multiple times and we turned it down. Which, again, is exactly what Shane Gillis said. And you know what? I don't even think Shane Gillis said that. I think somebody said that in reference to Shane Gillis. So he's not even going around saying, yeah, man, they offered me a bunch of money to come. I just didn't want to go. Whereas Tony here, being the egomaniac that he is, he's got to tell you that even if it's not true, even if it is, he's still got to be the one to tell you rather than somebody else being like, yeah, they tried to get Kill Tony too, but they didn't take the money. Instead, he's the one telling you because probably a lie.
The legend, Pauly Shore. You never know who's going to stick their head out. You are in Austin, Texas, the comedy capital of the world. I know a lot of people think it's Riyadh, Saudi Arabia right now. I saw they called themselves the new comedy capital of the world on a post I saw today. Can you believe that? Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, could you believe that anybody else has the same type of ego as you? That's fucking crazy, right, Tony? It'd be weird that somebody else in the world has the same type of ego that you have, but then somehow when you see it from, from your perspective, all of a sudden they're the ones being crazy. Even though it's been crazy of you to say that fucking Austin is the Mecca or whatever the fuck you've been saying since you moved from Los Angeles. I mean, the guy is so quick to get on his knees for wherever the fuck he's at. It's sad. It's sad. And he's also got to try to take this high horse when situations like this come in. It's so fucking gross, bro.
Thinks they just bought being the new comedy capital of the world.
Never.
Well, isn't that what Austin did? Isn't that what Rogan did? I mean, Austin had comedy there. They had comedy performances before Joe Rogan showed up, but they didn't have a comedy scene. There wasn't like big comedians showing up in LA or New York from Austin. That wasn't happening. So yeah, Rogan paid for Redban's house. He helped Tony get an apartment. He made sure that Tom Segura was okay. He brought all of the fucking people that worked at the Comedy Store to the mothership. He paid for those people to survive during COVID when they had no fucking job because there was no mothership yet. It's like, do you not... why even say it? Why even say it when you know that the entire Austin comedy scene was bought? The fuck?
We turned it down, if you're wondering. Red Band and I turned down $1 million each instead of going to Saudi Arabia, so...
And they tripled it.
Yeah, we said no. They tripled the offer. We said no again because what's the...
Which, again, that's exactly the same quote we've heard about Shane Gillis. The exact same quote. Yeah, they offered me... He said, at one point, you're going to get to an amount of money that I can't turn down. So just stop. I don't know if that's the quote you guys heard, but that's definitely what I heard. And it's like, yeah. Because that's what's going to happen. There's no amount of money that they won't give you. And once they hit that number, you're going to have to break. And he didn't. But is that what Tony's saying? Oh, yeah, they offered millions of dollars. And we were like, nah, we're good with our YouTube money.
The point of fucking standing up for America every once in a while if you're going to sell out at the last second. So, yeah. If anybody wants to donate, yeah, this guy gets it. Thank you.
I, on the other hand, accept it, but I missed my flight.
It was a bus. You missed your bus.
I missed my bus.
The remark sparked conversation both online and among fans, many of whom saw it as a genuine act of integrity rather than virtue signaling.
Well, of course they did. They think anything that any of these guys do that they enjoy is somehow for the greater good. There could be no wrong. There could be no ulterior motive, right? Why would there be? That's my hero. You know? That's where we're at, folks. But go check out this Fried Plantain. He seems to post quite a bit of content that I enjoy. Subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to my channel. Check out the Patreon. And until the next one.